All of my welders are broken. Welcome back to American Beef Ranch, and like I said, literally both of my welders are broken, and it's like really frustrating. So our vintage guy over here, the lift pump lifts fuel, but it lifts fuel right out of the side of itself. So obviously we need a new lift pump. So we need some parts for this guy, and it'll probably work, but I still think the rheostat needs a little bit of work, and it's a really cool welder, and I think we should work on it, but it's not gonna be today. Over here, I have my Miller Wildcat 225 NT. It's got that Onan engine in it, and really, it's not a bad welder at all. I've used this welder a lot. This is like the go-to ranch welder. You see, we got our bottles for our torch, we got our welder. We used to have a air compressor mounted to it, but anymore, this is just the go-to. But the problem is the go-to doesn't run. And it's because, once again, we had a fuel problem. Now this is a reason that if you have these small engine equipment, definitely use non-ethanol fuel. So at first I thought it was the fuel lines. I replaced both these fuel lines because they were so hard and so corroded, or not corroded, so worn out from bad fuel and the sunlight over time that it was like hard plastic instead of rubber, and it just shattered and broke. But upon finding out that, I also discovered that the lift pump in this thing is bad and the carburetor's junk. So unfortunately, for now, I need some parts for that, and I need some parts for that. So to fix this problem, instead of throwing parts at these, I have another solution. So here's our solution. We picked up a Miller Wildcat 200 on Christmas. Well, actually, this was given to me as my Christmas present by my dad. He actually picked it up on a heck of a deal. The company that he works for has been working on cleaning out a whole bunch of things in the shops and whatever, and this has been sitting in the back of the shop for years. And needless to say, this welder is quite a few years old, but it only has 200 hours on it, and it runs and starts like a champ. So the goal of today is I need to get this welder out of the weather because we have some serious weather, rain and snow coming. It's already raining a little bit. We've got a lot worse weather coming. So I want to get this welder out of the weather, but I also want to be able to use it when the time's coming, because before long, I'm going to have to get to work on numerous farm projects, including fencing and irrigation and all of those kinds of things. So I need to have a welder ready to go. So today I want to get this welder mounted up to that welding trailer where that old Miller welder is, and then those other two welders are just going to hang out, and we're going to store this one in the garage. Well, that came off decently. Let's see, how big are we here? Uh-oh. We got a problem. That Wildcat is wider than that old Bobcat is. So I don't know if we're gonna be able to mount that on here perfectly. But here's what we can do. We can get it set up on here, kind of figure out what we need, figure out the parts that I need to get. We can also go ahead, set it on here, grab this and wheel it into the shop, into the garage, so it's not out in the weather. And then on a crappy day, I can come work on it. But I'm pretty positive that that welder is about 20 inches wide. So that would put it basically 1.5 inches wider than this frame, so these holes are not going to nearly line up. Oh well, it should not be too hard. We can kind of decide what we want to do. We can either add a little tab on each side to put a bolt through to hold on to, or we can mount it to one side and then just add little tabs to the other side. It'll offset the welder just a little bit, but that may be okay, because if you have your bottles over here and your welder offset a little bit, that may actually make it the whole thing work better and pull better. But we're going to have to figure that out and determine it. right, folks, it actually doesn't fit too bad. I think I'm going to be able to make those holes or at least those members, cross members, actually work. It's actually sitting pretty good right here. Trying to keep the weight balanced between the front and the rear. I don't want this super tongue heavy. You know, that's about right on balance, but I don't want so much weight here or so much weight there. Here we go. We've got our, like I said, Miller Wildcat 200. It does have, here, let's just go ahead and start it for you guys, if you can see. It says 99.6 hours, but that's what it actually has. 224.3. And you heard it starts right up. It's cold, so starts right up. Definitely gonna do good for all that irrigation and fence work we gotta do. See if the idle works. So it should idle down here in just a second. There you go. Idles right down. Good running little welder. We do have our 120s and our big 240 outlet. It says 120 though. Oh, our 120s are there. We got our 240 here. Really, that's the only problem I think I found so far, is that the cover is broken off. So for a 200-hour welder, it's in pretty dang good shape. So let's get this hooked up and in the garage. That way we can keep it stored, and I'll figure out what I'm gonna do with the bolt holes. Well, we are in the garage. That way the weather doesn't get to us, because, you know, we don't want this to get snowed on any more than it has to. Also, one thing I noticed is our quick connects are different on this welder than they are on the other welder. So I'm going to decide what set of leads I want to have on here, because this welder came with a set of leads also. See what set I'm going to keep on here, see what set I need to get some new ends for, and then figure out what ends I need on the welder down there. But I think that's all I got for you guys today. The day's getting away from me, and I got a couple other things I need to do before it gets dark today, because I gotta haul some cows to town, and I gotta go to the butcher, and I've gotta go to the cold storage to get beef. So a lot of things to do this week. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. God bless. We'll see you next time on American Beef Ranch.